Palim Palim and welcome to This Ain't the Dating Show XXX, the video podcast from Masters in Cash about the dating industry and everything that is surrounding it. We are here in Malta at the Sigma conference. It's more a gambling conference, but that doesn't stop us from coming here and to meet one of the real OGs of the adult industry. I'm here with my good old friend from the time that we know, but in the meantime also from our age, Daniel Schiemann. Daniel, thank you very much for taking time here in this Malta madness. For the people that don't know you, please introduce yourself.
Yeah, first, thank you for having me. I'm Dan. I'm in the industry for about, I would say 22 to 23 years now, doing online stuff. Started with the adult industry, marketing in the adult industry, production, stuff like that, and then shifted to be one of the biggest dating affiliates, I would say all over Europe. And from the dating approach, we figured that social media is the perfect platform to run dating traffic, to produce dating traffic. And we ran into more and more problems with Facebook account. So we decided to set up our first own farm operation, farm a bunch of own accounts. And then I had more and more, affiliates coming to me and telling me, hey, these accounts are pretty valuable. Why are you just doing, running dating traffic? We didn't do any ads back then, nothing fancy. They told us, well, if that would be ad accounts, you could sell them to quite a good amount to other affiliates. And that's what we do the past 6 years now. We are one of the biggest black hat agencies and one of the biggest tech providers when it comes to black hat products. So we basically provide Facebook ad accounts, Google ad accounts, TikTok ad accounts, credit cards, servers, cloaking solutions, like whatever you need to run your black hat operation.
So I remember from my old days in mobile, there was a lot of black hat traffic on these platforms, especially on Facebook. That was all practically free generated content,
right? And
from hacked accounts. This kind of stuff is not really around. I don't really see that happening. Not as people that have this traffic, not what people speak about in the forums. What was your approach in the beginning? Have you done also free traffic on Facebook, or have you focused from day one practically on running campaigns that Facebook didn't like on paid?
No. It was completely the free approach. What we did was taking pictures of not that too fancy looking girls, but good looking girls, and trying to interest a lot of guys into these profiles, warming them up a little bit, having like 1,000, 2,000 friends from like the geo we needed. And then, we started messaging them and trying to push them into the dating platforms, which worked like a charm for us. It was in work intensive approach and scalable only to like a certain amount with like virtual assistants and people working with the accounts. We did the real messaging, no, artificial intelligence, and of course all these things shifted a lot and changed a lot to more scalable solutions. And now ad solutions is definitely the way to go to for us, because the other approach was nice to, today I would call it pocket money, to make some pocket money. But if you want to take it serious, if you want to take it to a production level where you would say, okay, we work there as a company, as a team, in a very professional way, it's definitely ads, and it's a lot of technique.
You said a very interesting thing that you should maybe explain for the people that have not created banners, landing pages, or profiles before. The sound was the reminder to speak about that. You said that you were taking the pictures of average looking girls. Why you were selecting average looking girls and not the really, really cream of the crop?
Because it's based on trust, and it's based on picking a guy's brain. Look, if you're in a club and you see this unbelievable hot girl, this unbelievable hot woman, you might be too shy to approach her, or you might
I'm even too shy if she's ugly.
You might feel you have no chance on approaching this woman. So I've talked to very, very beautiful women that felt very lonely because they said, I don't even get a date, even though I know I look good, but guys don't come up to me, and I'm a lady. I don't want to go to guys and ask them out. And it was the same with the Facebook profiles. If a profile looks too good to be real, we had the impression guys thought, okay, it's not real. So it was for trust and for, having the guys contact the girl easier. It was easier if it was average looking next door neighborhood girls than like the really hot.
And what payout model you were running there?
We started purely rev share because that was the only thing we got offered. We were no names when we started, so the only thing we got offered was rev share. Then the dating platforms, of course, recognized that our traffic was pretty valuable, pretty good. So they tried to convince us to run CPL or CPA models, which we figured out with rev share in the end. If we always had time with rev share in the end, we would make more. But to have a stable cash flow and to have a constant cash flow on, financing the ads and still making a nice profit, we preferred in the end mix between getting paid a small amount for the lead as a fixed price and then having a small rev share as well on top.
Yeah, this hybrid is really picking up. I see this in the last years. It started with amateur porn sites, but now it's getting practically in all verticals. Doesn't matter if it's also cam and dating, that it's offered and requested also more this type of hybrid. The geos that you were targeting, in what I think you needed then team members that were speaking these languages.
Right.
Where you were focused on, you did it only in English-speaking countries?
Well, we started in Germany because we had a German-speaking team, obviously. That was working very well. Then we picked English because, that was easy too. Then go from Romania entered the team, so we were able to provide Romania. Then we had a Spanish-speaking team member. So we always wanted to have natives and nothing translated, nothing, where we needed the translation agency. We always wanted to have someone in the team speaking the language, and that were the markets we were working on. Sometimes it was like very, very uncommon markets which were exploding and then imploding at the same time. We made a fortune on South Korea for 3 months till the government blocked all our shit and banned us completely out of South Korea because, dating, porn, everything related to stuff like that is completely prohibited in South Korea. But as long as we were running there, we break bank there. That was perfect. So
we just went a little bit bigger in the Asian market. We had Singapore. Now we added also Taiwan. And you find a link upstairs with an interview with a consultant that I made for this market. She is a sex consultant and she speaks about the dating market there. It's very, very interesting. So you said in Korea it's banned, this kind of aggressive dating. For example, in Thailand, a dildo's not allowed.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why they create the ladyboys, to have more stuff around,
That's the natural dildos.
So when you look at the farming and the creating of the accounts when you started and you compared it to now, I guess you have now way better tools, stuff that you maybe had to do manual, you have now automized. But of course also Facebook, you do it only on Facebook, right?
Well, we do Facebook, Google and TikTok at the moment.
Okay, TikTok as well. But I guess all of these systems have also more sophisticated ways to kick you out. So how was the development, this chasing each other?
Well, it's a game of developer versus developer, artificial intelligence versus artificial intelligence, data analyst versus data analyst. That's what we figured. At the beginning, it was very, very easy. There was barely any security, and you could do whatever you wanted. And then they started. I remember the days in like. It might have been 5 years ago when Facebook implemented phone verification. So we started, buying SIM cards and having like real phones, switching SIM cards to, do this phone verification. But that was not scalable and that was, not practical. So we ended up buying a small mobile phone company. So we were able to get numbers from, in Germany, it's called Bundesnetzagentur. You buy like 100 mobile numbers and you can, in one block, and you can, virtually assign it to any device. And yeah, there's one of our first solutions.
Effort, huh?
Yeah, there's one of our first solutions.
It's not that you say like, hey, we sit here a program and it makes a script. No, you have to buy this kind of company. I mean,
yeah, and
it's maybe not as complicated
always,
as it sounds to get one of these companies. If you think of telecommunication, when you think of Telecom or Vodafone or something like this.
No, it was a very small blue chip provider.
Still,
so yeah. It always has been like that, It always you needed to find very creative solutions, very good solutions. There was a time when Facebook really fancied about solving the captcha. So what we did is we hired some cheap labor from the Philippines that were just about to solve our captcha. So we had a software sending them just the captcha. They were solving it in seconds, sending it back, just to have a workflow. And this always we were going around things. And lately I have to say the last 3 years, because our company started to be recognized even by Facebook officials. Lately, we had to, work with lawyers, work with compliance team, and start being a very legal, a very, open public service, so that no one can attack us. And that really gives us damage, or like brain damage, because we have all these creatives, perfect ideas, and we set up all these strategies, and then our compliance team and our lawyers come and say, okay, forget about it, we can't do that.
So what is the legal situation with all this black hat thing? It's practically legal. It's simply something they don't like. If I go in a restaurant and I open my own beer, it's also not that I get arrested for this. They say we kick you out, and I will wear a hat and I grow a mustache and I come back and I make it again. So this is practically
that's exactly the situation. It's in no state a criminal record if you follow the law, by not faking IDs, by not doing obviously stupid things. No identity theft, no phished accounts, no rented stuff. Just proper farmed stuff. So the only thing you don't fulfill is the TOA of these sites, and they barely, they never sue you for damage, because Facebook, for example, has two teams. They have the compliance team, and they kind of hate us and want to shut us down all the time, because they say, okay, you damage our reputation or whatever. And they have the sales team that love us, and they say, hey, you bring us so many clients, you make us so much money, we love you guys because we sell way more ads through you guys. Yeah, in the end of the day, we never got sued. We never got any problems with them. And yeah, of course, there were C&D letters, which we solved with them. We were sitting down with teams, talking. For us, it was very important to do it in a legal way, where both sides could somehow live with. I mean, that Facebook or Meta definitely doesn't love me, but they're still okay with me.
They should allow more. Their stock market price crashed down.
Well, if they should allow more, then my business would go down, obviously.
Yeah, true. For you, it's better like this. I have Facebook stocks, but on the other hand, we earn with the black hat traffic that is coming to dating as well. So it's yin and yang. It's always balancing. So, I mean, it sounds like a very complex, but also very lucrative, topic. What about affiliates established or very new in the market that are watching this and say like, hey, I do a little bit of media buying for dating campaigns somewhere, and I would give it a try, what this Daniel is doing. He seems to do pretty well. I will try that as well. Not to create accounts, to buy them and run it. Is a newbie having a chance to enter into a black hat, buying some accounts for you and be successful, or is it so complex and too hard?
Well, if he's very dedicated and if he's willing to do the learning curve and invest some money on his career and on his learning experience, then definitely it's easy to enter the market. But it's hard work, and it's a lot to accomplish. There's, for example, if you want to if you have no idea about social media buying, about what to do, about how to work with accounts, how to warm up accounts, there is a board which I would call it's perfect for beginners. It's called Stack That Money, but they already, you know, charge you, I think, like $120 a month just to read there. But it's small money to start learning and to start reading all the articles or the and if you read there for a month, you can cancel your subscription already, and then I think you're ready for us. You know, then you can come to us, start buying accounts. We have our own consulting, so you can pick our brains, and we have a lot of, you know, small clients that started with like 2 or 3 accounts, and they were asking our consultants all the time, okay, do I do this campaign right? Can you look over it? Can you help me with the funnel? So that's something we really help with people, and we see them grow, and that's what I personally love. If I have started working years ago with someone small, and then I'm at one of these conventions, and they are even a bigger player than we are, and say, hey, back in the days, you helped me grow, and back in the days, you taught me what made my fortune. So that's something I'm really proud of personally.
Yeah, it sounds like this. It's always nicer to see people succeed that you were training and helping. And when they are surpassing you, you know at least that you're a good coach.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's practically it. It was a very interesting talk. Again, I learned something new as I expected, and I hope it was for you guys also very interesting, and you learned a lot. I will put Daniel's contact details or from his company down in the description of the video, so you can reach out to him if you want to try his account. And thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thanks again for having me.